Hello, hi, good evening, friends. I hope all of you are well. Just a few days ago, I made a new video on Shakespeare's Macbeth and the influence of Macbeth on the entire Shakespearean dramaturgy and the author of Shakespearean criticism. So now, today is the time to make a new video on American postmodernism and the Beat Generation writers. Today is a special video on American Beat Generation writer and American postmodern novelist. All of you know that Beat Generation poets Jack Kerouac, William S. Burroughs, Gregory Corso, Michael McClure, John Clennon Holmes, and William Carlos Williams. And there are also so many host of poets like Ken Kesey, they are also writers, Brian Grison, Richard Brautigan, Barry Gifford, Harold North, Charles Pimmel, and Dick McBride. I will begin my short video with Beat Generation poets. We all know that Beat Generation, the term beatniks, this term came famous in 1950s with Jack Kerouac with his thermal bombs and On the Road. So Beat Generation poets they are very lazy, they were affected with the marijuana, and laterwards many Beat Generation poets and writers, they turned to the Hindu religion and they wrote many scriptural writings like Jack Kerouac. So also we find Lawrence Ginsberg, his Howl, Cadiz, etc. very famous poems, America. It's a very famous poems of Ginsberg, and there is a very good poetry collection, very famous poetry collection of Ginsberg in the Faber and Faber collection of poetry. So we find Ginsberg, Howl, Cadiz, America, they are very famous poems, and poems of Jack Kerouac. So the most important thing we have found in the Beat Generation poets is that they were addicted to drugs, especially the illicit marijuana drugs, and they lived a debauchery life. In spite of their debauchery and their living a life of hedonism, they left an indelible mark in the writing of the beautiful poems, and their influence is very much important in the total author of American postmodern poetry, especially in the 1950s and 1960s. Their extreme sexuality, addiction to pedophilia. In spite of those facts, the American postmodern novelists like Truman Capote in Cold Blood, their murder, sexuality, violence, rape, permissiveness, aberration, and we find these types of rejection of their vanities in Tom Wolfe's Bonfire of Vanities. It's a very famous postmodern novel of American postmodernism. And the term Beat Generation with beatniks came in prominence in 1950s and 1960s. I will overlap this video between the beatniks and the American postmodern novelist. So, 1950s, Jack Kerouac wrote On the Road and Therma Bombs. In both of these two novels, he imbibed and fused the Hindu religious tradition. And now, I will move on our video to postmodern novelist. We all know that there are a host of very famous postmodern American novelists. We find that is Thomas Pynchon, Tom DeLillo, John Barth, Paul Auster, Robert Cooper, Wallace Donald Barthelme, William S. Gass, William Gaddis, Acker, Ismail Reed, and many more like Richard Brautigan, Joseph Heller, E.L. Doctorow, to name the list, last not to the least. So we find in these novelists very famous revelations of American generations and the postmodern American taste, the cultural practices of American postmodernism, and the overall, the world focus on literature and the influence of literature on those generations. We find in this wasteland situation in which everything is frustrated, everything is deracinated, and men are living, and not to quote them, not men, but also the women, also the all of the whole human being are living in a very tortuous, tenuous situation. And in this situation, this novel came up with their hope of a beginning of a new era. So we find in Thomas Pynchon the crime of Lot 49, and also the war front, the experience of war front. You all know that 1914 and 1945, two world wars are passed, and their mind have been totally charged with those world wars experiences. These world wars experience the modern scenario, the situation where everything is going into the nullity. So all these experiences are gathered, and they found the beautiful expression in the writings of American postmodern novelist Thomas Pynchon's The Crime of Lot 49, Gravity's Rainbow 5 in 1963, the very famous novel, Against the Day, Vineland, Don DeLillo's Underworld, Mao II, White Noise, Libra, Zero K, 2016, the very famous novel, and upcoming novel of 2016 novel Zero K. John Bart's The Sawtooth Factor, The Floating Opera, The Giles Goat Boy, the very famous novels. Chimera, 1972, The End of the Road in 1958. Paul Auster wrote The Music of Chimera, Winter Journal, Mr. Vertigo, Invisible, Sunset Park. And there are also some good novelists like Robert Coover, Wallace, Donald Barthelme, William S. Gass, William Gaddis, and Ismail Reed. You all know. You have also heard in your postgraduate syllabus Ismail Reed, whose Mambo Jumbo, and Louisiana Red. They are famous novelists. These novels are very famous, and they are discussed in much discussed topics of American postmodern novelist. Richard Brautigan, Joseph Heller's The Catch-22, Closing Time, Good as Gold. They are also very famous novels of Joseph Heller, especially The Catch-22. It is a prize-winning novelist, prize-winning novel, Joseph Heller's Catch-22. E.L. Doctorow also wrote science fiction writing like the Book of Daniel, E.L. Doctorow's Book of Daniel in 1971, etc. Apart from that, he also wrote Ragtime, Billy Buttercup, The Match, and The World's Fair. So they have found that American postmodern novelists and American beat generation poets, they have left an indelible mark on the American generation's new generation poets, poetry and fiction, and this however gained an impetus from the late 50s novelists and poets, and they garnered the very texture of American literature and literature all over the world. So up to this, I will conclude this video. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and give like and share all my videos I make. And with these words, I am giving you adieu, and please stay tuned with my new upcoming videos, and don't forget to make comment on each video I make on the comment box. Till then, goodbye.